Hi everybody, and welcome to Morning Coffee Break. Today's Sunday, January 21st, and currently it's 7 degrees. High today is going to be 25, so it's going to start a little warming trend after today. That's welcome. No chance of any precipitation today. Winds are at 3 miles per hour. The low was 5, and right now it feels like 0 outside. So you can see I talked about the possibility of putting up a blanket or something. I got like a throw. It doesn't go all the way to the floor, but you know, heat rises anyway. I may get another one and that's longer, you know, and put all the way to the floor. But you can tell a huge difference in the kitchen here just by putting that on there. And the space at the bottom is not very big. It's, you know, and you can see the heater there that I use, or we use. We got 3 of those oil radiator type heaters, and you know, I had it sitting there because I've got a rug here in the kitchen, and I don't want to put any heater on a rug. I just, you know, I'm worried something might happen. So I had to use that outlet out there, so it can only come so far in here. So a lot of the heat was escaping through that doorway. And the hallway doesn't really necessarily have to be that warm to walk up and down a hallway. So kind of compartmentalizing, you know, to keep our heating bill down. And our heat pump is pretty old, and it's not efficient, you know, and it's gas as well, which is expensive right now. So keeping those 3 running, plus we got 2 space heaters when needed, and it's actually coming out cheaper using those than it would be if I just ran the central heat with the gas. So trying to keep it warm in here, and also for the pipes and stuff. You know, I've had this one freeze before in the kitchen, and I had to put a heater, a space heater, under the sink and keep it running pretty much 24/7. I mean, to keep it to start it to melt, you know, and it finally did. Luckily nothing broke, you know. So I don't want that to happen again. That was a real pain. So anyway, today, you know, I mentioned Ask My Tablet, and I appreciate the questions. I mainly got all the questions from mostly from that were left from YC Cooks and Bakes, and check her channel out. And I got some from one from Diane Clark, and then I already had one, a couple of them. I can't remember who all they were from. I think Joy had one on there. I put one on there, and there was one other. So we finally got enough, and we will have an Ask My Tablet today. So definitely check that out. I think that's my like diamond in the rough. I'd like for it to start doing better, so everybody check that one out. I think you'll enjoy it. If you like trivia time, I think you'll like Ask My Tablet. That's for sure. Okay. Well, it feels much warmer in here though with that. I know it might be hard for y'all to get used to seeing the foyer with all the pictures and stuff. I mean, you know, different things on the wall. I mean, but I'll probably mainly do it when it's really cold. Or I don't know, it might be, you know, save money all the time to keep it like that in the winter, because I know every time I keep that heater on, it doesn't feel very warm in this part over here, and then right around the little hallway foyer area there, it feels warm, and that's not where it really needs to be. So anyway, here's today's jokes of the day. Do you know why you never see an elephant hiding up in a tree? No, why? Because they're really good at it. Okay, the New York Times, among other papers, recently published a new Hubble Space Telescope graph of different galaxies colliding. Of course, astronomers have had pictures of colliding galaxies for quite some time now, but with the vastly improved resolution provided by the Hubble Space Telescope, you can actually see the lawyers rushing to the scene. Okay. Thought of the day. Is Minnie Mouse's real name? Yes, we know that Minnie Mouse is not real, but did you know that her real fake name is not Minnie Mouse? I never. Her actual name is Minerva Minnie Mouse. So Minnie from Minerva. I learned something with that one for sure. I never knew that. I never knew she had another name other than Minnie Mouse. Okay. Where did I see the, how about this one? This is delight in everything the world has to offer with this tasty quiz. Okay? So take quiz. What? What's wrong with it? Okay, come on. Okay. Which country is famous for producing chocolate and watches? Switzerland, Mexico, Spain, Italy. I think everybody has probably heard at one time or another about Swiss watches. And also, I think everybody's heard about or tried or had Swiss chocolate at some point in time. So let's say Switzerland. Yep. Switzerland is a bit of a mystery to most people in Europe and maybe even around the world. But one thing is for sure, the Swiss and Switzerland is famous for quite a few things. Switzerland is famous for its tantalizing chocolate, delicious cheese, finely crafted watches, and alpine scenery to die for. Okay, it just tells more about. Espresso coffee was invented in which country? Italy, Spain, France, Greece. Espresso. I think it's Italy. Right. And did you know, in its simplest form, an espresso is a black coffee that has been brewed under intense pressure. The espresso coffee was invented in Venice, Italy, in the early 20th century by businessman Luigi Bazzera, who experimented with coffee to see how he could make his brew faster. In which modern country did chocolate originate? Switzerland, Colombia, Brazil, Mexico. You know what? That's a tricky one. I don't think it was Switzerland. I think it was like, you know, the Aztecs and stuff, or the Mayans had first, I guess, primitive form of chocolate. So, is that, I think that's Mexico, but it could be Brazil. I'm going to go with Mexico. Hey, it's right. The history of chocolate begins its 4,000 years of history in ancient Mesoamerica, present-day Mexico, the birthplace of chocolate. It's here that the first cacao plants, C-A-C-A-O, or cocoa, I guess, plants, the plant which chocolate is made from, were found. The Olmec, one of the earliest civilizations in Latin America, was the first to turn the cocoa plant into chocolate. They drank an ancient chocolate drink during rituals and used it as medicine. Centuries later, the Mayans praised chocolate. Okay. And then the Aztecs also, they used cocoa beans as currency. So, yeah. I'd heard that before, and I remembered. What has been the quintessential movie-going snack since the 1930s? Pizza, popcorn, yogurt, ice cream. You know, I don't think I've ever had a piece of pizza in a movie theater. For one thing, even back in the day, it would have costed too much. You know, we never go to movies in theaters anymore, but, you know, when Joy and I were dating, we did. We have, you know, with the kids, and Joy and Logan used to go to one sometime. The last movie I took Logan to at a theater was one of the Terminator movies, I believe. And we went to Hardee's and got, when they came out with the $6 burger, which seems cheap now, a $6 burger, you know, and we got that when it was brand new, and it was really good. But anyway, I don't think I've ever got pizza. Not that they may serve pizza. I don't even remember any of them serving pizza or anything like that. Maybe a hot dog or something, or nachos. But anyway, yogurt or ice cream. No, it's popcorn. No use to beat around the bush any longer. Oops, what's wrong with it? Let me see if it's slow for some reason. I don't know if I have a lot of things. I might have a lot of things up here going on I should get rid of. Hold on a minute. Let me get rid of some of this stuff that's on here. It's moving really slow. This tablet is slow. Lots of times. I only had 2 things on it. It shouldn't be that bad. Okay, anyway, it is popcorn. I think that's 4. The Great Depression presented an excellent opportunity for both movies and popcorn. Looking for a cheap diversion, audiences flocked to the movies, and at 5 to 10 cents a bag, popcorn was a luxury that most people could afford. Well, that's now that would be who knows how much for some popcorn, you know? Okay, what is the main ingredient of guacamole? I think everybody will know this. Avocado, celery, apple, lettuce. I love my apple guacamole. I don't think so. Let's have some celery guacamole. It might be good in it. It's avocado. Okay, guacamole is an avocado-based dip, spread, or salad first developed in Mexico. Its addition to its use in modern Mexican cuisine, it has become part of international cuisine as a dip, condiment, and salad ingredient. 5 right, none wrong. Which of these is a Halloween staple candy? Chocolate eggs, candy corn, candy canes, candy hearts. This one's pretty easy. I mean, chocolate eggs, you're going to think of Easter. Candy canes, you're going to think of Christmas. Candy hearts, you're going to think of Valentine's Day. But candy corn, you think of Halloween. Candy corn is a type of small pyramid-shaped candy, typically divided into 3 sections of different colors with a waxy texture and flavor based on honey, sugar, butter, and vanilla. It is a staple candy of the fall season and Halloween holiday in North America. Reese's peanut butter cups are covered in what? These are kind of easy today for me. Bread, chocolate, frosting, sugar. Well, you could technically say they're covered in sugar, but it's chocolate, of course. Chocolate and peanut butter. Reese's peanut butter cups are an American candy consisting of a cup filled with peanut butter covered with chocolate, marketed by the Hershey Company. They were created on November 15, 1928 by H.B. Reese, a former dairy farmer and shipping foreman for Milton S. Hershey. Wow. Reese left his job with Hershey's to start his own candy business. Reese's generates more than $2 billion in annual sales for the Hershey Company. So he left his job with Hershey's, but now Hershey's owns it? Must have bought it back from him. I don't know. That's what it sounds like. I mean, he was the one that invented it, unless he let Hershey's just have it, I guess. I don't know. Okay, what is cotton candy made of? Honey, sugar, cotton, marshmallow. Man, this one. Give me some of that cotton candy. It's sugar. If everybody's probably seen cotton candy being made somewhere on TV or either at a fair or something, and it's pure sugar. Cotton candy is only made from 2 ingredients, air and colored sugar. The process to make it is simple. First, you add flavored sugar to the center of the cotton candy machine. Then the center, which spins, begins to heat up to 300 degrees and melts the sugar. When the center begins to spin, the melted sugar is pushed through a screen that breaks the pieces up into the flossy threads we recognize today. 8 right, none wrong. Which sweets was President Ronald Reagan known for having on his desk? Wine gums? What the heck is a wine gum? Love hearts? Sherbet lemons? Jelly beans. It's jelly beans. I should have waited to get paused a little bit so y'all could answer. But I remember, okay, do you remember? Yeah, I should have waited a second. But I think everybody probably knows it anyway, especially if you watched when we talked about which jelly beans that Ronald Reagan had on his desk. And I remember saying, well, he was old school. It was probably Brock's jelly beans, because I said they've probably been around forever. And it was Jelly Bellies. Jelly Bellies. So now this one's related to that, and I learned and remembered. Next question. Well, I was going to see if I can go back to that even. Oh, nope, it won't. Go back. Uh-oh, did I mess it up? Okay, where was I? Hold on, let me find it. I pressed back by accident. Okay, at least I got it back where it was. I just didn't, I wanted to read that about Reagan, but it was about the same as what I read the other day about him. Okay, in the children's book, Willy Wonka owned a factory making which food? Salad, chocolate, burgers, soup. Let's take a tour of the Wonka factory and have us a nice salad. I think most everybody's probably seen the original Willy Wonka. I haven't seen the new one yet. I'd like to actually see the new one. I hear it's pretty good. So anyway, I think everybody knows it was chocolate because you got your ticket in the chocolate bars and everything. Charlie and the Chocolate Factory is a 1964 children's novel by British author Ronald Dahl. I think I read about the same thing. It follows the adventures of young Charlie Bucket inside the chocolate factory of eccentric chocolatier Willy Wonka. 9 right. Let's see if I can get one. Oh boy. Where was Coca-Cola invented? I should know this. I worked for them for about 14 years. Where was it invented? Chicago, Atlanta, New York City, Miami. Back then, you know, the person that owned the plant here and everything owned Coca-Cola here. It was franchised, I guess. When you were a new employee, you had to spend about 3 days learning the history of the company. I bet there was probably 8 movies they had you watch. And you actually, I think, had to take a test even. They were pretty strict. He was a pretty strict plant manager, owner. So, did I say the cities? Chicago, Atlanta, New York, Miami. I really believe, if I remember correctly from my indoctrination into the company, it's Atlanta. That's right. Coca-Cola, or Coke, is a carbonated soft drink manufactured by the Coca-Cola Company, originally marketed as a temperance drink and intended as a patent medicine. It was invented in the late 19th century by John Stith Pemberton in Atlanta, Georgia. The drink refers to two of its original ingredients, cocoa leaves and cola nuts. No wonder it got popular. The current formula of Coca-Cola remains a closely guarded trade secret, and so on and so forth. But yeah, Atlanta. So yes, everybody, 10-0. I can't say all these were that tough today, but of course I have no way of knowing that before I do them. Some of them can be really tough. Some of them can be kind of easy sometimes. So got lucky today. So 10-0 though, that's not too bad. Maybe some of y'all got a perfect score close to it. Anything close to it's great anyway. I think even half, if you get half of them and learn something as well, you're like a perfect score. So thanks for watching, everybody. I hope you enjoyed this morning's coffee break. If you did, I hope you'll press that like button. Also subscribe if you haven't already, and share this out and hit that so you get all my videos as soon as they come out. Thanks for watching, and check out Ask My Tablet today. You're going to like it. Bye, everyone, and God bless.